Hello, this is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 15 of this Let's Play, Battle Brothers, the Army Without a State. And between episodes, I have got a couple of new names that we need to assign to people, so I think we said that anyone from level 3 or up can be renamed, so Randolph the Untested needs a new one. You are henceforth going to be known as that guy, and you are no longer the Untested. And then next up we have got Don Bassos. Oops. I don't think you capitalise your B. No, you don't. Okay. Posnick's already in. Sigmar. Sigmar needs a new name. You will henceforth be known as Wraithlord. And that's everyone. Okay, so Fowland Blackwolf, you will be next. Once we have a character who is of the right level. Level 3 being the minimum. Right, so who do we have that's untested? Gisselher, still. Everyone else, I think, is now named. Yep. So I just need to remember who is who. Promium. Well, we'll go through this in a minute. We have a couple of people who leveled up. So we must have finished a fight right at the end of the last episode. This is a new recording session. I usually do 5 or 6 episodes a session now. So, that guy. You have some new skills. You're definitely going to go melee skill. You are our... So it's that guy and Fenris who are our two-hander specialists. So I'm going to give you some more fatigue. And then either health, and that is a pretty good health roll, or more melee defense. Oh man, that's actually a tough choice. You know what, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to give you, instead of fatigue, I'm going to go with health, melee defense, melee attack. And a new perk, which is going to be... What do I take for you? Dodge and Colossus. Yeah, Colossus I think would be a good fit as well. Like so. Posnick, you leveled up as an archer. And you have 4 points in archery, that's excellent. And unfortunately terrible points in everything else. I think I'm going to give you more stamina and more range defense. So you can't be picked off by enemy archers. And then a new perk, which is going to be crossbow ability. An additional 20% of damage inflicted from crossbows ignores armor. That sounds fantastic. And also skills build up to 25% less fatigue. Marvellous. And then Wraithlord, you're going to be gifted. We'll level you up once. You are going to get archery skill, fatigue and health, probably. And then your other level up, which is not the max stats, more archery, more health, and some resolve, seeing as those were the high rolls. Okay, so I think everyone is now leveled up. We have a couple of people who have taken some damage, but we do still have some medicine. Yes, we do. So I think we're good to go. Alright, so we are currently guarding a trade caravan. We're going to Vistat in the northeast, which is there. Alright, so we still have a ways to go. I think we've actually just left Wallstatt. So I undertook this mission without actually having leveled anyone up or anything. In that case, let's have a quick look at our equipment. I think this is just stuff that we had left over. And I didn't get rid of the... oh yeah, I did get rid of the Goblin Falchions. It was the Notch Blades that I kept. A comment was saying that the Falchions are better, but they're not better than short swords. I did double check that. And I think everyone has the armour that they require. 55, 50. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. It'll be interesting to see how our two-handers perform with the pikes instead of axes. I'm kind of curious. Alright, so we currently have 900 crowns. We will be paying out a little bit in wages, though not a huge amount. Some brigands there just run away. And some more 11 of them. Blimey. Thankfully not coming after us. The Black Shields, one man, moving super duper fast. How far are we? We must be getting close. Yeah, we are getting pretty close. Whole bunch of killed people around there. Empty battlefields, which unfortunately can't be looted. It would be kind of cool if you could, and have a chance of coming across, like, brigands or looters or even undead. under the right circumstances. We'll be getting a nice chunk of money once we've done this. Oh, along the road. As you walk past the roads, a throng of ragged-looking men speed past you. They clear off the path and jump into an embankment and hide behind the wall of bushes. With the shrubbery still swaying, another group of men soon appears. Before the first man even speaks, you know what's coming. Apparently some labourers had agreed in union to abandon a project over what the pursuing overseer simplifies issues. They ask if you've seen these ne'er-do-wells. Another group of men soon appears. Before the first man even speaks, you already know what's coming. Apparently some labourers had agreed in union to abandon a project over the pursuing overseas simplifiers issues. We haven't seen anyone. All of the overseers take off in the wrong direction, except for one. He stands still by the roadside, looking down the embankment. For a brief moment you consider taking a cool blade across his neck, drawing the words out of his throat instead of his mouth. The man quickly turns to his comrades and yells and points down the hillside. Sensing they're being seen, the labourers dash out of the bushes, going this way and that. They must be malnourished, for most move at the speed of a skeleton climbing a flight of stairs. The ensuing battle is rather gruesome and uncalled for, the overseers being quite punitive in their capturing measures. When it's all said and done, they begin to depart, just as quickly as they came. The labourers, now tied up in rope and their heads covered with sacks. Before he leaves, the head overseer shares a word of contempt for you. With your blade slowly coming out of its sheath, you ask the man if he has anything else he wishes to add. He spits and shakes his head. No. Then move out of my sight. Oh, there was no fight. Not even an opportunity for a fight. At Vishtat greets you with a swarm of day tailors looking for work. The caravan leader doles out the crowns, 2 men here and there, their grubby hands go into carts to unload the cargo. When he's finished with the throngs of men, the leader turns to you. He's got a satchel in hand. And this is for you, mercenary. You take it. A few of the day tailors watch the exchange of monies like cats would a dangling mouse. Falstadt is now well supplied. Excellent. Let's head into town and see what is here. There is a level 2 contract. Terrified villagers. The villagers are terrified of unknown horrors. Fewer potential recruits are to be found in the streets, and people deal less favourably with strangers, which is unfortunate. But I don't think there's anything particularly here that I want. How much are you selling tools for? You're not even selling tools. Okay, never mind then. I don't think I want to undertake a level 2 mission just yet. Let's go to Brahmin Borg and see if there's anything over there. We'll go through the pagan heathland. I do like the names of this, all randomly generated. Like the random generation in this is really quite impressive. Each world you play in is completely generated. There's no reason to actually do that. I think that's just kind of cool technology. Alright, let's go on to Brahmin Borg. Quite a big town, large castle, very large castle in fact. Lots of people, marketplace, we have a training hall, an armourer, and a weaponsmith. Like, this must be one of the main places in the region. You are selling tools for a little bit over the usual asking price. I think we'll sell 1 suit of the armour. And then which of these is better? We'll sell 1 of those. Everything else we'll keep for now. So we're at 1,200 and need another 8. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. We do need another character. Valdemar the Disgraced. A disowned noble. Disowned nobles have profited from some training in melee fighting at court. He does have a spear and he comes with chainmail. And he's only level 1. Is he worth spending that much money on, though? A victim of court intrigue involving poison and cake, Valdemar came to see by the threat of the executioner's axe that he no longer belonged in the court. Without title or land, Valdemar seeks to join the sort of men he used to lord over. No, I'm not going to spend that kind of money, although it is kind of tempting. It is kind of tempting. I think disowned nobles are some of the toughest characters you can recruit. I think I'm going to make it back down to this area to see if we can get some more of the lower level missions. We'll go to Hufschlag, and then from there we'll work our way back down into our regular circuit, as that would be probably best called. I could really do some more tools though. What are you selling here? Iron and a trapper. Did you have any raw materials I can buy from you for cheap? You are selling furs, but they are being sold for more than they're actually worth, so I'm not going to bother. Also, our food supplies are rather low. We have enough provisions for 1 day. Unfortunately, food supplies are kind of expensive here. So, I think we can make it to Hufschlag. What is our relation with Hufschlag? Grubenheim really likes us. Hufschlag actually likes us quite a lot. They're not one of the most... No, actually, they're one of the least friendly. Is it worth just going to, like, Dunkelwald or Grubenheim? We'll see if we can make it to Grubenheim in 1 day. It's already midday, so I'm kind of dubious. And if not, then we'll just have to stop off and buy some food somewhere. I think we eat, what, twice a day? Use 18 per day. We may come across some brigands or something that we can fight. Alright, Hufschlag. What are your prices like? Oh, and you have a level 1 contract. We may go ahead and do that. Prices are somewhat expensive, but not terrible. We'll buy 1 more set of food from you. And some tools. Oh no, those tools are massively expensive. Blimey. Alright, I think we may accept the contract here. See what it is. Volker the Trademaster settles down into his chair, laughing to himself as he does so. Don't be alarmed, Sellsword. But they say ghosts are afoot. Yes, yes, the local peasants are poisoning my mornings with constant talk of ghosts and goblins. It's a good game, by the way, Ghosts and Goblins. They say that there are supposed creatures are turning the cemetery upside down, raiding the graves to enlarge their army or some such nonsense. Obviously, it's just the work of some spades-wielding men intent on robbing graves for jewellery. I've seen it before. He looks down at his hands, briefly chuckling. Anyway, I can't just let it rest because these peasants won't get off my back about it. So to ease them, there's you. I need you to go to the cemetery to clear out the troublemakers you find. How you do this is up to you. But I'll go ahead and suggest a good steal, if you know what I mean. Let's talk money. He takes a deep breath. Very well. This is what I'm prepared to offer you. You'll get 70 crowns in advance, and another 290 when the job is done. I want more once the work is done. 380, then the contract is done. Yeah, that's fine. I accept. And we have to go over here to the Grinning Skull's Rest. Off we go. Now we have got enough food. This is going to be a nice little bit of money to make this whole journey worthwhile. I think we basically spent as much in food and supplies going up to that town earlier. 10 undead. No, I hate fighting undead. We'll leave them be. The gravediggers are here, just as promised. You catch them mid-dig. Your brothers jumping over tombstones with their weapons raised. To arms! You can't make out who you're facing. Attack with your own peril and be prepared to retreat if need be. I wonder how you get more scouting knowledge. Are we fighting at night? No, we're not. Oh, these guys are well armed. There are only 6 of them, though. And to be fair, we're pretty well armed by now as well. Well, 3 of you in chain. Alright, so they have 3 guys with shields, but the 2 front people don't have shields, and there's the last one. He's got a Morningstar. That's a tier 2 weapon, so is that. That's tier 1, that's tier 1, that's tier 1. So these 2 are probably the most dangerous damage dealers. He hasn't got your helmet though, which is interesting. Also, the enemy cannot get to us through the tree or that boulder, so we can block this off really quite handily. Kind of tempted to do something like move you here, have the other guy there, and then 2 shields across here. Oh no, we can only go forwards 1. Otherwise, we can't do shield wall. So in that case, we'll go forwards 1. Although you can get to him. The flail is dangerous because he can get around shields. So we'll probably need to try and take him out, although he's got a shield. It's going to make him rather more dangerous. Let's put you there. And I'm going to have you spear wall, shield wall. Fell and impale. No spear wall with pikes. I've left 3 spaces here for the archers. That's why I moved him here rather than more protective behind him. Let's move you forward so you can actually shoot over the heads of these people. And then take a shot at that guy, I guess. 24%, 36%, 56%. We'll take a shot at you. Really? Interesting. 67% chance of hitting that guy. And we ignore a whole bunch of our damage. A whole bunch of armor, rather. Okay, these guys are moving forward slightly. This is a forest, so our archers have a couple of rounds to do their damage. We wasted it going to shield wall, though we know that all of these guys moved before ours did. Alright, I think it's time for an aimed shot. 47% chance. Against him. Missed. I think I'm going to shoot him again. Lovely. Shield wall. Can't hit him. 41, 56. Gotcha. And I think we saved the armor as well. For you guys, I feel like I'm just going to sit here and shield wall. We'll just leave you there. Shield wall, stay. I mean, I could shield wall riposte, but I don't think it's really worthwhile. I'm going to put you... No, you can stay where you are. We'll let them come to us. I'm going to move you up to here and shield wall. Do I want to repel? No, I can't anyway. I don't have the fatigue for it. Okay. Oh, wow, you did a lot of damage. Blocked. Okay, who can we hit? Nobody. So we need you to move forwards regardless. Now we can hit that guy. 76% chance of hitting. Boom. You can't reload, unfortunately. Next turn. Aim shot. And you may as well stab that guy. 60% chance. I'm thinking I might want to get the daggers out. I should have got the daggers out earlier. This is clearly an excellent opportunity to just get a whole bunch of weaponry. I'm going to use my high chance to hit with you guys just to bludgeon them down a little bit. Let's get more daggers. I think I'm just going to puncture. Ah, and you're blocked. Can't switch. Blocked. You can definitely shoot one of these guys. Kind of want to shoot him, though we don't have a very good shot at you. You would be the easiest. Do it. Alright. Your armor is falling apart. So is yours. I'm going to have you dagger up. We'll wait once these guys move forwards. And likewise, dagger up. Time for looting. The time for looting has come. Let's move you into a position first of all. Get the surround on them. You will struggle to close in a bit. You can go there and stab. Damn it. Fatigue is becoming a problem. He ran off. No, we didn't get the armor, unfortunately. You can actually hover over and see what items are on the floor. That's interesting. Oh, we didn't get the armor from you either. Reload. Take a shot at him. You come around here. Can't stab, unfortunately. Now we can go to town. We looted any armor. It's only showing the weapons on the floor. Maybe it only shows the weapons on the floor because you can, like, grab them and equip them or something? I don't know. Oh, shit. I forgot that guy was still alive. Whoopsie. Oh, man. Shield skills are annoying. Stop being so good at defending. Reload. Shoot him. Damn, he blocked. That's irritating. Ow. Good. I was a little bit worried that he'd get an attack and kill this guy. Thankfully, that did not come to pass. Oh man, fatigue. Fatigue is a problem. Kinda had to take the shot there. Like, every person that you get in a surround means that everyone else around him is more likely to hit. So, that's why I'm getting surrounds on. And hopefully, oh man, one of you guys can get this kill before he kills Wraithlord. Because that would just be annoying. There we go. No casualties. Excellent. Posnick got one, that guy got one, Fenris got one, Alpha got one. And we didn't actually take that much damage either. Like, our armor just absorbed a punch. Gisselhair leveled up, good. Otaku and Premium did as well. And we did get a whole bunch of decent armor, actually. Oh, they were using boar spears, okay. And the Falchion. Remember to loot it. Alright, let's have a look at the loots. In fact, let's do the level up first. So Gisselhair, the Untested, is definitely getting more skill in melee combat. Unfortunately, his defense skill isn't great. Stamina. I guess. No, I don't really feel like initiative's the way to go. We'll go with health. And give you your weapons back again, everyone. Let's get your perk as well. Student. No, yeah, that's right. So yeah, I think Quick Hands would be quite a useful one to have, so that we can equip all of this stuff without having to switch around like this. You're still using the crossbow, bow, and you never switched. Right, Otaku is now level 4. That's another terrible roll. Give you ranged defense, stamina, and health, I guess. And for your perk, I'm going to take Shield Expert. And then Premium. Already has Shield Expert? Yes. Could take Colossus, could take Quick Hands. Where is it? Once every turn. Or Colossus to make you just tougher. Especially as a frontliner, that could be useful. I'm going to take Colossus. Oh, actually you could get swords as well. Sword Mastery. Split and swing get 5% chance to hit. Riposte no longer has a penalty to hit chance. I haven't been using Riposte very often. I wonder if I can find a better weapon than swords. I'm actually kind of tempted just to equip them all with like daggers. Just because I haven't been using Riposte. Dagger Mastery. Stab and puncture have a reduced action cost, allow for an additional attack every turn. See, that would be quite strong. Reach advantage. Every hit with a two-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage that increases your melee defense by 20% up to a maximum of 6 stacks till this character's next turn. Single attack hitting multiple targets can add several stacks at once. Overwhelm. With every attack hit or miss against an opponent that acts after you in the current round, inflict the Overwhelm status effect, which lowers both melee skill and range skill by 10% for one turn. I thought Overwhelm was the surround thing. Lone Wolf will work best alone. No ally within 3 tiles distance gain a 15% bonus to melee, ranged, melee defense, range, everything. Underdog. Any defense malus due to being surrounded by opponents no longer applies to this character. That's quite good. Footwork. Allows you to leave a zone of control without triggering free attacks by using skillful footwork. That could be good for the archers. Or for the spear guys. Berserk. Once per turn upon killing an enemy, 4 action points are immediately regained. Headhunter, 15% chance to hit their head. The chance to receive only a glancing hit scales between 100% and no penalty to maximum fatigue and 0 at 50% or more penalty to maximum fatigue. The lighter your armor and weapons, the more you benefit. Battleforge specialise in heavy armour. Armour damage taken is reduced by a percentage equal to 5% of the total armour value of both body and head armour. The heavier your armour the helmet, the more you benefit. Armour damage is reduced by a percentage equal to 5% of the total armour value. Oh, I see. So, for example, with my helmet right now, which is in 40, I would take 8 points less damage to my armor per hit. Fearsome make them scatter and flee. Any attack that inflicts at least 1 point of damage to hit points triggers a morale check on the opponent, as opposed to only if at or above 15 points of damage. Okay. Duelist. Become one with the weapon and go for the weak spots. With the offhand free, an additional 25% of any damage ignores armor. Does not work with two-handed weapons. So that would be instead of using a shield. Killing Frenzy. A kill increases damage by 25% for 2 turns. Does not stack but will kill. But another kill will reset the timer. Indomitable. Grants 50% damage reduction. Immunity to being stunned, knockback or grabbed for 1 turn. Oh, it's a skill. That's not bad though. That could be a lifesaver. I think I'm going to go with the two-handed thing, although recovery is also a really tempting one to take for the shield wall, because it reduces accumulated fatigue by 50%, and fatigue has been kind of our enemy for the shield wall. I am going to do what I usually do and go for survivability first, because if your characters can't live long enough, then you're never going to get much benefit out of them. Right, we'll take melee skill, defense and stamina. Cool, and I think that this also leaves this in a good place to end this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. And if you are looking for other ways to support this channel, then I do have a Patreon, and it would be absolutely amazing if you could check that out. There's a link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.